everyone. I just want to come to you really quick and show you how to make zoodles. So I know a lot of people, when they try to eat healthy, they say, well, you know, I want to make a whole different meal for me and then as for my family. So this is kind of a way to do that. So it's nice because I don't always like to eat pasta necessarily. I'll have zoodles and I'll still then eat everything else the same as the rest of my family. I just won't do pasta. I'll do zoodles instead. So what zoodles are the zucchini noodles. So I started with my zucchini. I washed it. I just cut the end off of it, and I leave this end on though, okay? And the reason is because then I'm gonna use my spiralizer. So let me see if I can kind of angle this here so that you guys can get a better look at it. So here is my spiralizer, okay? So what you're gonna do with your spiralizer is you're gonna take one end and put it in here, and then put the other end through here, okay? So let me do that, and then I'll kind of show you guys what that looks like. So you're going to end up with like this. You've got one end through here and then one end in here. And I'll put up a link to this spiralizer that I use because I really like it. It comes with a few different blades that you can use. Okay, and so then all you're going to do from there, this one is actually pretty cool too because I don't know how, it doesn't always work really well, but you can actually kind of suction cup it down to your workspace. This one's not going to really suction cup to this one, but so here's what you're going to do. All you're going to do is you're just going to crank it, okay? So you're here and you start turning and then you end up with your spiralized zucchini. So it's coming out here like this. So it's going to be your pasta substitution that you'll use in place of like any pasta or anything like that. So you just keep going. This is going to take all of like 3 minutes to kind of do this. So you just keep turning until you get to the end of your zucchini. And then I'm gonna actually do 2 of these. I like to have these as leftovers. Plus then I can throw them in my family's, if they're having pasta, I can put it in theirs too. So I'm gonna spiral. There we go. So we got to the end of that, and then you're left with this big, huge chunk of zoodles, okay? So then you just pull this piece back, pull out what's left, and you end up with quite a bit here, okay? So I'm going to do 1 more of those. Sorry guys, I'm also at the same time making some pasta for like my family and my kids. So they can have some pasta and I'll have some zoodles. Okay, so you'll do 1 more. So same thing. You stick one end. So let me kind of show you guys here. So this end right here has this little spot. So you can go ahead and stick your zucchini in there. And then there's this side of it that has the little claws. So put one end in here. And then use the claw to kind of catch the other end of it. So it ends up looking like that. And then you just crank away. Okay, so this is going to be my second zucchini. And I already have a pan heating up on the stove right now. You'll put about like maybe a tablespoon of, not even a tablespoon, like a teaspoon of whatever oil you choose. I'm going to use coconut oil. I like the taste of it. It's kind of light and refreshing. So you'll do those. Almost done. It's also a really good arm workout. So almost done with my second one here. Almost done. There we go. All right, so where'd the rest of that go? Okay, so now I just have this whole pile of zoodles here, all right? So let me flip this around really quick. Let me see if I can flip it. Okay, so I just have my pan that's already heating up here. Okay, so I'm just using a little bit of coconut oil, okay? Just kind of grab a spoonful of it, throw it in the pan. Let that melt. And all I'm going to use to season this is just a little bit of Himalayan sea salt and some garlic, okay? And then you just take all your zoodles, boom, throw them in the pan. That's it, okay? Super simple. And you get quite a bit here. Okay, just kind of spread them out in there. Try not to burn yourself in the process. Okay. And then, like I said, the only thing I'm going to season it with is a little bit of Himalayan sea salt. I'm going to get into the bottom of this. So I'm not big on measurements. I just kind of grab and go. And then I love spices. I have so many spices in my spice drawer. So I'm just going to use a little bit of garlic powder, not the salt because I'm already using salt in here. I don't like to use garlic salt because I can't control it. I like to use more garlic and then less salt. Okay, so just kind of let them cook a little bit. That sucker in there. And then I like to use tongs. So I'm just going to use some like barbecue tongs. And you just kind of move them around. That's it. Okay, it's super simple. These are only going to take like a few minutes to cook, less than 5 minutes. So it's even faster than pasta. And you'll kind of start to see them get a little bit translucent from that white. You don't want to leave them too long or they will burn. You kind of spread them out. And then you end up with your own kind of pasta. So what I'm going to do is I made meatballs. I made the ones from the Week of Hard Labor, the Sagi Kalev ones. So I'll take this, throw it in a bowl, put my meatballs on it, a little bit of pasta sauce. A little bit of cheese. I do like some cheese, and so that's totally allowed in my meal plans, and I'll do that. So, guys, doing the Zoodles is super, super easy. I love to make them, especially because my family will eat them. They'll eat a little bit too. I can just throw a little bit in the pasta, and then that's it. So I will. They're actually almost done here. Let me flip it one more time. So yeah, I mean they're pretty much already done. Like. That's it. I'll probably I'll turn the heat off and just let them sit here for a few more minutes. And then you've got your Zoodles. Okay, so hope you guys like that. I'll put a link to the spiralizer that I use in the comments below because I totally love it and it's super easy. And I hope you guys have an amazing day and I'll talk to you later.